Yep, this is happening. I got pulled over. Good afternoon. It is October 30th, 2017. And I'm on my way to work today. Of course, nothing like starting your day off being pulled over and realizing that you hadn't taken care of some small things. It is what it is. Take care of things that should have been taken care of. My fault. Got nobody to blame but myself. And it put me back on trying to get to work on time. So today is the day before my day off. Tomorrow I actually have Halloween off, and I've been like watching videos just because, you know, the whole reading thing. I get bored reading. Really looking into the fast coming up. I really want to push into it, and it just seems as though that I've got some small distractions that are keeping me from wanting to do something like that. I just need to continue to pray on it and really press into understanding some things. And you know, I was watching this YouTube video about, I don't know if it was a YouTube video, it was a movie about the book of Daniel, you know, and it's really interesting how he prophesied the 3-4 kings and all the things that had gone down. It was actually pretty interesting. I wish I could read the Bible the same way and you know, be affixed to the storyline or whatever. I don't know, maybe it was easier for them to write it in such a way, because, you know, reading the Bible, if you read, depending on what version you read, it can make it a little difficult to understand what it is that the message is trying to deliver. And for that, I understand why there's so many different versions. New Living Translation, the New King James, the King James, and all the way from the original scrolls. I forgot today was Crazy Hair Day. I didn't have anything. Man, oh man. I'll have to figure something out. I woke up this morning and I felt like I was coming off a hangover or something. I don't know if it's a matter of maybe I'm dehydrated. I don't know. I woke up feeling extremely lethargic. That's weird, waking up lethargic. You're supposed to wake up full of vigor and energy. I know you're expecting me to probably talk about the game on Sunday. Yep, the Raiders lost again. On that part, you know, I don't know what else to say. I didn't get to see the game at all. I didn't even get to see I didn't see any highlights, but I was just kind of reading fan text and tweets and Facebook and apps and whatnot, and they were remarking the coaching, bad play calls. You know, someone even trying to kind of hint at Lynch of being a bad influence on the team, and him bringing juju to the team. I don't know, I guess if you're into that. You know, it baffles my mind for them to play one way one week and then for them to perform another way differently in a completely different week. I don't get it. I don't get it with the organization. They've got the talent. They've had the talent. And they just can't get it right. They just can't get everything locked up and be. So, with that being said, it being my team, still my team, Raider Nation for life. But man, killing me slowly. Anyway, I'm gonna continue riding in this bouncy road and head on to work. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Well, it's officially October 31st. This is the end of my night. We are done for the night, and it was a long day like I suspected that it was, but now I'm on my way home because it's going to be my day off. And of course, I got to handle some business. It's going to be interesting to see the kids walking around now with all their Halloween costumes. To me, I think that's just like one of the funnest things to see is like all the little kids dressed up. Not so much of the adult. I don't dress up. I don't do that. But I like candy, and that's what I'm going to do. I am going to attempt to try to do a little bit more digging into the fast and see what foods I need to put together now in order to make sure that I'm doing it right. Got some more insight about with an individual that I work with, he's currently on a fast and you know, going through no dairy, no meat, all fruits and vegetables, nuts and water. That's what I want to do. I got some big challenges ahead of me. As of today, I've got more stuff added to my plate at work. So I think this next quarter is going to be considerably different than it ever has been in the past, and I'm going to have to contend with it, and I'm definitely going to need my Heavenly Father on my side. So speaking on some of the local stuff, there's just all kinds of stuff going on from a political standpoint. Noticing that Trump, some of Trump's campaign people are basically been indicted today, and it's just real interesting that people are really still trying to, you know, wrap the president around that whole thing, when in fact, you know what, there's just so much corruptness going on throughout the political system that it's just I don't know. I just kind of started thinking about that. I was watching a couple of YouTube news information, and it's like, man, where do you go for the true news? Where do you go for any of that? It's like, man, you really have to sit there and sift through all the rhetoric just to you know, kind of gain an insight as to what's going on. You know, you got some people that are still like rooting for Hillary Clinton to be indicted, or that could potentially be, and like uranium deals, and like just so many different things. It's sad that that's where our country has gone. And then still to this day, you've got racism that still pops up, you know, and it's just like, man. Speaking of which, that really irritates me on the whole racism. And it doesn't actually deal with racism, than it is like about stuff that like continues to be talked about, and that is bullying. My daughter, I just found out on Sunday that my daughter had a friend. Was it Sunday? Or was it Saturday? Anyway, my daughter has a friend, great gal, love her to death. She was approached by another student about a boy, and basically was egging the situation on to make it more confrontational, to the point where that bully was egging my daughter's friend on to throw the first punch, to instigate something bigger. All of this because of a boy. All of this because this child thought that it was okay to go and approach a child and threaten them in that manner. And I thought to myself, man, like, who's this kid's parent? That's where that's got to come from. The parents. The parents are the ones that breed that kind of stuff. So annoying. I was pretty pissed off, and to the point where, you know what, at one point I just finally had to say, you know what, I'm done with it, and I need to know that, you know what, we've got to put God's love in that first. But at the same token, it's like, man, somebody needs to talk to that kid and make sure that parents also are held accountable as well. Man, I was really irritated about that. It bothered me for a while. Anyway, I'm over it now. I know I get passionate talking about it. This camera is not staying where it needs to be, and it's shuttering. Something's got to be fixed. I got to do some fixing with this. I can't stand it. I'm sorry about the shaky video. I'm gonna fix it. It never was like this before. I don't know what happened. Anyway, I'm on my way home from work now, and it's 12:45 into the a.m. This is the end of today's vlog. So, as always, thank you for watching. When you get an opportunity, take a look at the subscription button down below and tap that face circle. Hopefully you're watching it so you can see the face circle. If not, subscribe. Come to my channel and subscribe. Follow along. I will be starting my journey with my fast, and I don't know, maybe you'd be interested in see how things go. Maybe you guys can identify some stuff that changes. Maybe there'll be some I expect some great things, and being able to press closer to God with my journey. So thank you for watching. If you get an opportunity, take a look at the button down below and hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to take a look at this video that talks about that starts my journey on my vlog. And then this is just the video that from yesterday. Thank you for watching. Good night. Too shaky.